Chief Minister N. Biren appeals for public cooperation to bar Nazi Adolf Hitler type of dictatorial government from coming back to power in Manipur. INC candidate of THANGJAM constituency S. Nikin accuses Minister THANGJAM Biswajit of vandalizing Congress polling office at THANGJAM Matorban K3 Laikai. BJP workers allegedly make live attempt on Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency NPP candidates team including his wife. Education Minister S. Rajan all set to file defamation suit against Lamsang Assembly constituency candidate Mani Babu for making unparliamentary remarks and calling him a thief. Amuko President Nandoluang urges local clubs and Mayrapaibi groups to play major role in curbing poll-related intoxicant abuse. Manipur adds 110 new COVID-19 cases, 131 recoveries and 3 deaths in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 6.87%. India logs over 50,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 136,000 recoveries and 804 deaths in past 24 hours. Recovery rate reaches 97.37%. And Manipur's Mayra Baluang wins senior men's singles title for 13th Iran First International Challenge. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM bringing you the news in details. Chief Minister N. Biren appealed for cooperation to bar dictatorial government from coming back to power. He was speaking at the launch of BJP's creative campaign at the Sangai Hall of Hotel Imphal today. 2 BJP campaign videos were released officially on the occasion. Chief Minister N. Biren reiterated that Manipur suffered band and blockade and unrest during the previous governments. He said only the BJP government brought peace and welfare in the state. BJP national spokesperson Dr. Sambit Patra, BJP Manipur President A. Sarda, Works Minister THANGJAM Biswajit, Transport Minister Vongzagin Valte were among those present in the occasion.
Akoy masil gi marta mang thajana handaba ungkhatna hanba nungdang sorok lamjau chakpriya handaba masa masagi miyemo gi hak pidana khongoina raga lakiba video clips me birangani sumnagi faraga pullaga pubana taba sorok lamjau da group masen thuna handana nazi gi sasan dona Hitler gi na sathi mo to ki madugi administration style do amukha na halaktana ba prajamiyamna handagi lakaduba election chi Mashida Adugumba Yamna Miyobu Sanga the Malorumba Miyobu Yamna Tina Otneramba Dugumba Sarkar Mohalatanaba Ekoi Partens the Party Adamba Prime Minister Narendra Modi Makada Lusimba Magi Makada BJP Kakti government Malanabugi Ekoina Hona Jaribusida Manipuri Prajamiamna Mateng Pangbiu.
Congress candidate from THANGJAM constituency S. Nikin accused BJP candidate come THANGJAM MLA and Minister THANGJAM Biswajit of vandalizing Congress polling office opened at polling 5/25 THANGJAM Matorban K3 Laikai along with his workers last night. He also alleged that Minister Biswajit threatened 3 women who tried to intervene the situation with gun. Speaking to media at his residence, S. Nikin lamented that Minister Biswajit and his workers took down banners and flags in the office. He stated that his workers, 2 women and 1 man, sustained injuries in the incident and were rushed to hospital. S. Nikin expressed discontentment over use of gun power in the constituency. Condemning the use of gun amid order issued by magistrate to seize all guns in view of the upcoming election, he appealed to the relevant authorities to take action.
Public ta hujiki vote si yamna kuidre numitra ngani butang aisalabani sidais da public ta vote khomdana yamna nondhana satana kok nondana aingonda vote thada biyo na haiga do matamda nongmai puthokdana hat kadi tukani phugani haibagi maruoina yu thaksalaga nisha sasalaga wakar mayam puraga gunda toba gunda ijamgi satnabi se koi thongju da handakti leira roye na ise yamna nungai na shanti da vote si tawjerubani adu nahangai adu koirabasidi vote khoma tholaktraga ngarang khata tholaga sigumba ihan hana violence ama igi lekai da thonba se masi yamna laibak thibani se aina Manipur government da hangningi si nongmai license ji paibasing nongmai lokhale hai adu hujik sing ngarang nungdang sizinariba nongmai mayam se karam makhalgi nongmai no license yaurga lokhatribara natraga unlawful oina pairibara haibase siju mari leina basingna thigatpiu.
One of the injured who was taken to hospital, 21-year-old Rishli Pebam, claimed that when they rushed to stop the commotion, Minister Biswajit, who was heavily drunk, threatened them at gunpoint, and as they tried to flee, Minister Biswajit's workers tried to nab them by even grabbing and tearing their clothes.
Okay, koi ek yoga gamas sab sana thul ko pa sana ra gamas nongoi pa chen thore ba du gu nupa mayam siga tongna ba sida nupa mayam than chang de ai na ai koi hum han hana changjal le ba do ai si oi gi khut da man han nongoi na me ba kana kana power si le kap thu ra hai ba adagi MLA nongoi pa ri chelas law ne na hai ba sina ma gi wa ka hari masa su yu thai ko yu tha phe phe ha ra ga ma chen thori se masa se nga pungam na kana kan ta ma sa yam ya la phe phe ha ra la e ba adu u ba de ge mai ha ra ga ma nongoi pa ra ngau ri ba ni kap thu ra di khoi ka ta ni sok tu se khala ga khoi na nongoi pa ra ma sa se hai ba se ma gi wa ka khra yu thak ba sing se loi ta ra bin na ko ni ani si pai pai loi moi su loi thengam ban masa masa se loi thengam nong moi sing je koi hum si da thengam moi ni su pai hai bi mai loi song thorok pa si da noi doi tar noi hum di pha ba ta bani pru thok te noi hum di police station yaw ni phajalo koi hum di koi chale ba.
Congress candidate of THANGJAM Assembly constituency S. Nikin said Works Minister Thongam Biswajit should know that FIR registration is not required for all criminal cases. Speaking to media at THANGJAM Torban Wangma Khetri Laikai today, S. Nikin accused Minister Biswajit of trying to mislead the public despite having 4 pending criminal cases against him. Nikin added that he is not afraid of facing legal cases if his nomination affidavit was incorrect. He alleged Biswajit for trying to defame his image by spreading rumor that his affidavit had errors. Nikin clarified that relevant returning officer had approved his nomination affidavit. He also expressed concern that officer in charge of Singtamai police station, being a relative of Minister Biswajit, might render hindrances in holding the upcoming election in a free and fair in THANGJAM Assembly constituency.
Unfounded oiba karigumba documentary evidence su yaudaba gyan men ta daba propaganda ama santuoga ngasagi matam sang na vote khomaudaba public mayam ga loina raga salhodaba dagi vote hayang sitang aisala kan da ki bedagi admai tawdana aingonda lana sandupi bani criminal complaint case da di FIR ji necessary legedabni haiba leiti ba and FIR number yaudraga di ai case leiti na khanbado adugumba gyan ta dabado akhang hai kitang tana haningi hai tare yam nangnaba relative amana constituency ki manung da leiriba PS amada OCO ne thamba haibase masi karigumba unfair means seasoner pa yabagi possibility yam leiba adana masi sindokpiu haidana ina mari leina basingda January ki tang 10 da application ji submit tawjagibani adubu government ki maikai dagi adagi CU ki maikai dagi karigumba action am da hojik lokhatte.
Election-related unwanted incidents are rising in Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency. NPP candidate of Mayang Imphal constituency, U. Ramesh's wife, Urikinbam Nira, alleged BJP workers of carrying out live attempt at gunpoint on her and her husband's team last night. Speaking to media at Sekmaichin residence of Ramesh, Nira said she, along with some others, visited one of her relatives in Mayang Imphal Thana Awang Laikai last evening. And while they were about to leave the place, BJP workers arrived at the venue in 2 gypsy vehicles and intercepted them, chanting various slogans. Nira alleged that the BJP workers opened fire and pelted stones at her relative's house. She maintained that BJP workers even assaulted residents of the household, including women folk. Nira said Mayang Imphal police arrived at the scene on time and took stock of the situation. She condemned BJP for using muscle power to win the upcoming election and drew the attention of ECI to strive towards conduction of the upcoming election in a free and fair manner.
Tombisi da haida mabukta kompangna kauwaneba kompangna kauwa mabukta kauwa si wandayeba mai nupa aduna su nungai haude moisu irang lehaweba adi mawa masu pakhat kidana wandaraga kapi ado khoi lai item tawrapase matungda di tawbiganu bose khitang ngare de 28 tani yam santi leina ekhoise lebak masa tana tawsi.
Speaking to media, one Yumnam Gobin alleged that sitting MLA of Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency cum BJP candidate Kongkham Robindro has restricted movement of supporters of others candidates near his residence. Gobin warned that MLA Robindro and BJP supporters will be banned from entering areas between Sekmaijin and Khordak if the local MLA failed to clarify the matter.
Kakanurel gi yumda changba matamjida makhoina masing khangdana nongmai kapakhiba nung masing khangdana thajalakhiba aki akhang loina hanba asi yamna mawung chada mawung marin chada ba thaudong masi amuhana thoningde
President MLA obiribagi lamda vote ko machapa matamda athingba piraklagadi akhoi gi khalamdagi ju sarobindro na somda vote ko malako matamda akhoi semaijin tu khoda khawgi youth singna apunba matoina khanaraga akhoi boycott tawba haina warani.
On the other hand, Joint Youth Development Committee JDYC Mayang Imphal constituency, Mayang Imphal, Phabakchau Yumnam Laidak has accused workers of NPP candidate of Mayang Imphal, U Ramesh, of making live attempt on JDYC member Makak Mayum Amir at Sekmaijing Thongam yesterday. Committee also accused NPP workers of damaging the vehicle in which Amir was travelling. JDYC warned of launching a series of agitations if those concerned fail to clarify the matter within 24 hours. Speaking to media at Mayang Imphal Bangun Mayay Laikai today, JDYC member Chisabam Chauba asks why MK Amir was targeted in particular. Representatives of Mayra Paibi groups in Mayang Imphal Bangun Mayay Laikai took part in the press meet.
Hariba, Thodos the Sienariba, Amadi, Amir will like them to know what Ramisi, Maramda, NPP workers in Amadi, Uricom Rames, Mayan Pali, NPP candidate on a Sontoiba, Mark Masana, ZYDC Amadi, Miamda, Masigi Asumba report, Khan Gadabani, ZYDCC, Mayan Falkendra Manus the Leriba, Pangangi Polling Tower upon Kodimak the Leriba, Nasingi the Maktalaiba, Adumba, Joint Youth Development Committee of Mayan Impal AC, Maite Pangani, Todo Asiga, America Terbi, Maram the Shanduta Taragadi, Mark Masata, ZYDC na Saksala Pamakan Makaki Konjunda, Masida Torapa of Pataki Daita, Shri Uricom, Rames Amadi, Narangi Todo the Sienari music, not a Pugadabani.
Locals carried out protest demonstration at Mayang Imphal Kendra polling station 23/35, Phabakchau today against workers of Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency and PP candidate Urikibam Ramesh for allegedly making a live attempt on MK Amir and his 3 workers chanting slogans like Urikibam Ramesh down down. Speaking on the sidelines, MK Amir said he was on his way home from his sister's place at Santhel when he was attacked. He claimed that NPP workers at gate of Urikibam Ramesh stopped him and vandalized their vehicle. MK Amir demanded authorities concerned to award befitted punishment to those involved in the incident.
Apoy Mayang Imphal Kendra NPP ki candidate oriba Urikibam Ramesh ki thonganda hana ngaiduna leiramba NPP ki worker ni haiba kambu kharana karigumba wahang pong amta hangba leitana BJP ki worker ki gari ni thugayu haibana singba laurba matungda mi siba yaba huju gulai putho matungda ai live attempt tawnaba honarakpada ai khangba kharana su tawba yaroi haiba kambu su yawi adubu thugaiba natragana hatkadawni fugadawni haiba masing henbana maram oirkanda ai gari di akai toi thokre ai ga chaminaba mi singdi athoi ngamdi yaudre masi yamna pangjadaba awongamani.
NPP National Vice President cum Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joykumar said prevailing law and order situation in Manipur has gone haywire. Joy Kumar said this condemning last evening's bomb at the residential gate of one of the workers of NPP candidate of Kurai constituency, THANGJAM Jayananda. Deputy Chief Minister alleged the government of false proclamation improved law and order situation in Manipur.
This is a very unfortunate incident. Only to this our candidate. I know it's getting worse and worse. Should I tell you? I work use the group. Take it. I want demand letter. Demand letter that telephone it on a quick telephone. Come with the private key and buy them. I do come on something. I do to it. No one no pagalam day. I am a pagalam money. I do not have project. I don't want to speak more than that.
Candidate like THANGJAM Jayananda condemned the act as cowardly. He recalled that unidentified miscreants planted a hand grenade at the same venue on February 8. He asked whether Chief Minister Nongthongban Biraine's claim of improved law and order situation and people having peaceful sleep is applicable only to BJP workers. Mohammad Abdul Kalam, who is an active worker of Jayananda, recounting on last night bomb blast at his residence, said two unidentified men came riding a Honda Activa two-wheeler and hurled the bomb which exploded at his gate. He said they sped away towards Kurai Lamlong site after committing the act.
Law enforcing agencies with the dedication, with the determination, information, well equipped within 24 hours, 48 hours law enforcing agencies request appeal
NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joy Kumar condemned rising pre-poll violences and rising targets on NPP candidates. He said state government's proclamation that law and order has been improved in Manipur has no meaning but a hollow voice. Speaking to media at NPP office in Narimthong today, Deputy Chief Minister Joy Kumar expressed disappointment that live attempts were made on NPP candidates and party workers. He added yesterday's incident at Kabaisoi occurred after NPP lodged a complaint at Chief Election Officer and DGP requesting to intensify security patrolling in sensitive areas. Joy Kumar alleged the relevant authorities of not taking the request seriously. He appealed to the CEO Manipur to take control all machineries in the state and take stock of underground outfits demanding huge amount of money from NPP candidates, including himself.
BJP Kamuna NPP the Kanamo, particularly target to Sumaya Mumani, Tokiwa incident Kamalagan, may I impala Topa, I wrote the Su, Quiggy, candidate, detained game the Su, bomb and ceremony, concurrent and ceremony. Unfortunately, Karusi Tokide. Ado Masi more and more smile to say that Carmidona, no one order Haga, Musiki, Haiba, Sumatoi Bese, Masi Tokusi Amna. Regret Tonga Posamani, Sita Sunate, law and order Pare, carry the Parino Gantade. I saw Powder, narrowly protect demand line. And I can boss this also quickly. NPP candidate Kudimata can see demand lap is a fact. Some of the other point of the better than everybody. Sumaito Lega, Caramaito, law and order players, I've been the DCP Manipur. I am the control from the country. The claim that law and order has been improved or is under control, it is a hollow claim.
Speaking to media, senior politician and NPP candidate of Wanka Assembly constituency, Yungkam Irabot alleged NSC and IM of forcing people in hill constituencies to support only BJP candidates. He said the prevailing scenario raises a doubt if government is using the NSC and IM directly or indirectly for its vested interests.
NSC and IM under suspension operations. When the time and the conditions they give nothing Makadani or Delisi. Carrying them to government of India, local authority. The more time and the conditions suspension operation at the Tamagamana at the time of the election, Kulai Sinner bought win over the no say it is very unfortunate. I mean, it is quite a clean dictatorial process of the Naya. Kanan, the Gunogri, the Gunahari, Mundo, Pau, Gundo, Sule, a Sundu to Rokotasaman. Mother Tapati, directly or indirectly, I went with the when I impaired away, I say, Mokoina, near the top, I say, I don't know.
Locals have condemned the alleged acts of Gundaism by ex-MLA Abdul Nasir and his workers at the residential gate of MLA Y Antas Khan at Lilong Haurebi, Mayailekai. Speaking to media, retired exchange officer Mohammad Rahimuddin said no one hinders canvassing for votes. However, the act of Gundaism at the residential gate of Y Antas Khan is condemned. He appealed to authorities concerned to look into the matter.
Lilong Haurebi, Mayailekai, Honorable MLA Y Antas Khan gi thongan maktada ex-MLA amasung mahaki khongbi worker sing parjamayam maga loina mi singdu laklaga irang thokibase yamna ekhoi misam parja moina ekhoi yamna nungai jade maramdi mahaki campaign chatpa rajniti tawba ekhoi karimata du kaide aduga ngasi mahaki mi singna MLA Y Antas Khan gi thongan maktada masida violence oiba khana chainaba pathi ngangba Mayam Gerau Tauba, Sumana, Lau Konga Torambase, Parjapende, Raniti Tawai City, Yamna Pist Mill the Tobio, Amana Amagi, Izatonabu.
Lamsang MLA cum Education Minister Sorokaibam Rajan warns defamation suit against Lamsang constituency candidate Manibabu Likmabam for using unparliamentary words and for calling him a thief. Speaking to media at his Lamsang Salam residence today, Minister Rajan clarified that there was no error in his nomination paper for the upcoming election. He challenged that he will not contest the election if any error was found in the affidavit. He welcomed filing of RTI at Manipur University if anyone desires to check the authenticity of his educational certificates. He maintained that affidavit of Lamsang Assembly constituency candidate Manibabu Likmabam, Kundrapam Kanba, Arambam Karnajit and Sumati were found to be incomplete. Minister Rajan asserted that as per the guidelines of Election Commission of India, no answer should be left blank while filling the affidavit.
Lali Chumi Haibasi, Presta Haigadonate, Manipur University gi Professor NG Nimai, Controller of Examiner na Aikoi latest oiba 3 February 2022 da Aikoi na naunam police FIR da Aigi Sigumba Aigi certificate mayamse metric ki karigi mayamsi loina mangre haidana police FIR torakanda Aikoi Board of Secondary dagi metric ki 1990 da ina metric pass to budusu aina madusu tanthui aduga sisu tanthokpane yauriba mayamsingse Chumi natraga Lali haiba Manipur University ITI Thagera, Kari Togege, Mokoina Chalaga Tigal Amatunda, Sida, Handaki election da Epidvita Happy was a massive take or a Magadi, Madu Lali Natraga Sumedu Torakan, I nomination paper degi, Arona, reject of the I withdraw to Kubigel. I quite the education minister, see Huran Manika has a quick Kari the Huran. Larigaiba, Labamasataba, Palbiki, leader or number representative over Nipa Magi, Chindagi, Adugumba, Wahi, Haiba, Haibam Tokte, Masigumba, Wahi Jidi, Nimon Mawa, Luraga, Ningon Mapamdagi, Tantoraga, Sandon Upu, Puraga, Lingmaba, Manibabu, Ganga.
JDU National General Secretary Afaq Ahmad Ali gave assurance on JDU developing the state up to the power of Bihar by realizing its election manifesto in a short period of time if the party comes to power in the state. Afaq Ahmad Ali said this during the flag hoisting ceremony of Saikul Assembly constituency JDU candidate CH Azang Kongsai at the candidate's residence in Langkol, Imphal. Speaking further, he said the state is lagging behind in development due to the reason that Manipur has many issues. However, JDU will contest the election based on working towards withdrawal of ASFA, employment of youths, giving special reservation to women and uprooting corruption from the state.
अगर डेवलपमेंट इम्फाल में हो रहा है तो वही सेम डेवलपमेंट हमको साइकुल में भी दिखना चाहिए, वही सेम डेवलपमेंट हमको उखरुल में भी देखना चाहिए, वही सेम डेवलपमेंट हमको लीलोंग में भी दिखना चाहिए। एक तरफा डेवलपमेंट की बात जनता दल यू न कहीं करती है और न कभी की है। यहाँ की सड़कों की हालत देख लीजिए, ये इम्फाल टाउन की सड़क की हालत है जिसको देख के ऐसा लगता है कि ये बहुत रिमोट किसी एरिया का कोई गांव हो। ये हालत बना करके रखी है, किसने रखा है? आपने सभी पार्टियों को काम करने का मौका दिया है। मैं किसी पार्टी पे कोई आरोप नहीं करता, जेडीयू किसी पार्टी पे कोई आरोप नहीं लगाती, बल्कि हम जो काम करते हैं उसी को बोलते हैं। और मेरा नारा है, हमारी पार्टी का नारा है, मेरे नेता का नारा है कि काम ही बोलेगा।
Speaking on the occasion, JDU candidate CH Azang Khongsai alleged that Saikul constituency has no capable MLA till date, and for the same reason the constituency is still backward, particularly in road connectivity, health and medical sectors. He said he is contesting the election to bring a change in the constituency. CH Azang Khongsai appealed to voters in Saikul Assembly constituency not to cast their votes to undeserving former MLAs. State leaders of JDU, former Lok Sabha MP Kim Gangte and people from different areas of Saikul Assembly constituency took part in the event.
Awaba thingnariba darkar oiba pot singasi Manipur Legislative Assembly da pusallaga aikhoi gi damakta chanagadaba ain semba da yawgadabani tumnanaba chatpanate tumin leinanaba MLA thabanate chahi asuk sangbasida karamba aikhoi MLA singna Manipur Legislative Assembly floor da lip khallaga aigi prajana pami base asiri haibasibu haibali kharage moi bu blame tobagi wanate hujiksu kanagumbi yamna leipa gasigi yamna ningba ai praja ge seba tongningi haragasu ngangoi daba puthoi gadabo ragadi lepi dabana phabanatra praja sing si ware JRY की पैसा नत्रगा जॉब कार्ड की पैसा लौगदब मतमदा इफालम दा दिंगथोक्सिंग कुमागा कराय चटपिगदबनो न हांगबदा SDO साइकुल चटकदब साइकुल ब्लॉक तगी थोरागा इफालम दा साइकुल SDO दा चटकनी न लाए तो हइबा थबक लाए लीडर सिगलाले लांदे हैबसिटी प्रजाना जस्ट
INC candidate of Kumbi Assembly constituency, Dr. Thangjam Romesh, appealed to stop trading one's voting rights for money. Speaking to media at his residence in Kumbi, Turel Wangma today, Romesh said, a constituency will only progress when the candidates contest election with a vision, share the vision with the public and realize the vision. Congress candidate of Nauriya Pakhang Lakpa constituency, Dr. S. Manauton, condemned the BJP government of engaging in corruption. He was speaking at the felicitation of a new Congress entrants at his residence in Mekola today. The new entrants are supporters of Nauriya Pakhang Lakpa MLA R.K. Anand, who is supporting Manauton in the upcoming election. Manauton described ruling BJP governance as one that hinders press freedom, violates the country's constitution and citizens' rights, and gives false promises to the public. He claimed that BJP pretends to facilitate developments by inaugurating and polishing whatever Congress had initiated during its 15 years of governance. Manauton appealed for public cooperation in reviving Congress Party for peace, prosperity and harmony in the state.
Naharod Myang Tabak Pangdabagi, Samasha, no one the Sinariba Changdabaya, the Potsaki Mamalanga Pangwanga, drug Kitamukta La Lama, Tauri, Hydra Mishandi Tamaga, no Monomi drug Sinabachang Wankalapa, drug La Lonbagi Beluju Wankalapa, Corruption Chang Wankalapa, Masimi Amasna, Lady Belenga say good governance, not tre have a good Prajani Kankangare, Manipugi boundary Wapanda, Arabian Nat Langnaba, Manipuri armed forces special power exe, congressional segment Taretaki Lokto, Maduki, Matakta Hen and Loktopayanaba, Manipugi scheduled tribe ki dimalama lady base koi aroi banaina ba Manipur ki tongan ba naharol myam gi problem myam ji shop tong nabug damakta laibak myam na handaki laiba in lising ani kunithoi gi election asida BJP amadi magi chadminari party su paratam biraga laibak ki ahom ba government am langna nabug damakta Manipur myam na sem sabiro.
All Manipur Clubs Organization Amuko President Pairojam Nando Luang called upon Maira Paibi groups and local clubs to curb the rising exploitation of youths with intoxicants by political candidates. He was speaking at the observance of 29th Foundation Day of Amuko at Kwakaitil Akamleikai Community Hall today. Nando reminded that Amuko has been safeguarding Manipur's integrity against union government's divisive policy. He lamented that candidates for the upcoming election continue to instigate conflicts among workers creating unwanted consequences. Poirei Leimarul Meirapaivi Vice President S. Memcha, Amuko Advisor Ito Tongbram and officials attended the event.
Haiba general election sina ko hello ni film sing asi kali kata kya base general election ki marumda tawriba thawong kya asna Manipur ki miyam da kali khudol lama kali phatta ba khudol lama pire kata kya base masi ekoi munna khanta hobu sungari natra gadi ekoi gi masing yam da ba puru Manipuri si normal kampun mukhi ya election ki binda asi nisagi isau thoi yu isau thoi yu isau to pai base akoi hakchang ki traban ningai ga doi hakchang ki traban ningai pai base lamdam sigi esa le awda chaw lamdam sigi yelo mi hoi bai koi hakchang ki traban ningai ga doi se adu dar gadi masing yam da ba puru koi mi sing sina adumba election ki marum da thoi ba phatta ba asi akoi mayai ka ba jang de yumpham moi ba thawong sing asina akoi gi khudung thiban na da gi madu Manipur gi tunglam chatta amamba lambi ama amamba puwari ama.
Manipur added 110 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,600 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 6.87%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,35,748. Active cases are 2,321. 3 COVID deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 2,080. On the positive note, 131 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,31,347. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 96.76%. On the note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Congress की लेंगा हरक बतारगदी number 1 corruption, number 2 fake encounter, number 3 bun blocker है बतार.
Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ने 2017 दा election campaign लापा मतमदा Chief Minister इबो भी 10% है अब. अदुमा हंदक लाप दी corruption से सी मतंग दमा पंबंगम ते
MDS की scam में 332 crore की, Local Development Authority की 224 crore की. इसी पे लेंगा लामतुम दूसरों को FIR के पानना industry जैसा ही है बतार.
Ultimately court ने decide तो होगी political vendetta so ये हाइनिंग
1528 fake encounter case से Supreme Court ने सु recognize तो रहा बता रहे. हाथ पर न तो उपाय लेते हैं वैसे मसी कर रहे हो कुछ उधर
यानी गवर्नमेंट मतम जैसे पंहात तो हाथ वो है इसलिए कोई सुपाई है जे
कांग्रेस के लेंगा लाख बता रहा गदी बन ब्लॉकेट फ्री मणिपुर में एश्योर तो बंगा
कांग्रेस की लेंगा लाखना बन ब्लॉकेट है कई बार अरुगा कांग्रेस की लेंगा लेत्रगना बन ब्लॉकेट है लेंदबा है विशिति तोंगान बा माइंडसेट ने ना इदी खल्ले
से नबाना तो कंट्रोवर्शियल होई बा एडीसी बिल से कांग्रेस के एमएलए तेरे यावरी मदुदा कोई ओजा का खंगम से यावरी कोई में हमजेना हारी बिल से दा ओके हर मनीना कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जो हारी बिल से ने बिल से ओके है दी कोई एंडोर्स तो है लोगो तो
कांग्रेस पार्टी की फोरम ददी मदुगी बिल मक्की कोई पुथोरक्ट्री बनीना एगी साइड एगी आई हैव नथिंग टू से
कांग्रेस के लेंगा लाख तारगदी ओजा सीएम की फेस अदम ओबी की तरह
मदुदी कांग्रेस लेजिस्लेचर पार्टी की मीटिंग तौरदा दे विल डिसाइड
माय पाकपु याबगी चांस एक्जिस्टिंग एमएलए से द लोइने लेबनिना एमएलए मसिंग सी हुजकी ओनदी बीजेपी द खरे हमने लेबो माली करम कैलकुलेशन दा कांग्रेस ने मैं पाक
कोई भी पास so many years experience sitting MLA से 50% यों कहां से चेंज की दे
तही तरह मंगा की कांग्रेस ही लेगा विदा सिग्निफिकेंट होय बताव हम तो तौरम लेती है बगी वाकिंग से तो हाई है बता
मदुनी आइना यानिंग देन है
Mama Singi Oiba, Nungaiba Paus, Tuna Lumhanba, Amadi Saitagi Lik, or Hanbagi Awabadagi Koknanaba, Try to View, Anoba, Mami Poco Pen, Baxan na crisscross shit Oibana, Urine Botuna, Amadi, Hanjin Subsinduna Puntarani Toyona Hanba Diaperni, Haidiba Diaperasi, Japanese company Unicharm gi product ni, Asia's #1 baby diaper brand, India gi baby diaper market Tacha Danipur, Occupy Tauriba, Mami Poco Pen.
Leakage gives you good sleep, Mami Poco Pens.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Notice ahanba oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakhangkraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahundoi hangdokchare chahi 13 ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facilities sing lowiranaba ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Taurambam Laikai.
Welcome back after the break and you're watching Primetime English News. India added 50,407 fresh COVID-19 cases, 1,36,962 recoveries and 804 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases in the country are 6,10,443. Total recoveries are 4,14,68,120 and recovery rate stands at 97.37%. Death toll reaches 5,07,981. Over 172 crore 29 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 40 crore 94 lakh 70,000 people. Above 58 lakh 22,000 people have died and recoveries are above 32 crore 97 lakh 61,000. USA has the highest active cases above 2 crore 86 lakh 60,000 in the world. Members of groups of aspirants expressed happiness upon the Supreme Court's final ruling to reconduct Civil Services Main Exam 2016 by Manipur Public Service Commission within 4 months. Speaking to media during at the residence of veteran politician Chongtham Bijoy in Lamphilpat today, spokesperson of groups of aspirants Kaisham Kishan welcomed the decision of Supreme Court and termed the efforts by groups of aspirants to make corruption-free recruitment and to save MPAC as fruitful. He said their 5-year-long struggle is worthwhile. Kishan expressed gratitude to advocates, eminent personalities and student groups for their help during the process. The spokesperson of groups of aspirants said that the decision is yet to be fully satisfactory. He said the group will wait for the CBI report to find out the truth behind refusal to expose the answer scripts of the 82 selected candidates through RTI. He added, as per the High Court's order, all the answer scripts should be produced upon filing RTI. He claimed that their efforts will be an example to other departments during their respective recruitment process.
Rangi Raizida Haidibasi MPAC na exam se within not later than 4 months haibani. Thamari gi manungda exam se tawdabani aduga loina successful haiba unsuccessful candidates sing appear to wadabani haibani aduga mainly akoina haijening be case asi kogi di loibal loidri kangu kharagi di mi kharagi di exam je tawrani pekha phan tharani loirani kan khalamba ya adu akogi di loidri hojik CBI gi report submit toroktri CBI kamaina submit toroke koina yamna hopeful oi CBI ju yam phajana torokani haibaje koi CBI gi report ju ngaijari maruina kogi RTI gi answer script haibadi khangraba 82 selects candidate के answer script से हजी अकोई public place थम्मो हाइबे यादी हजी DB दा pending दा लेरी मसी मकोई माई पांगना बचंगजन की गनी.
Side to Assembly constituency, NPP candidate K. Loyum said Centre has been apprised about possible threats by proscribed groups in the constituency. He was speaking on the sidelines of his flag hoisting ceremony held at LS Playground in Modbung today. Gracing the event, Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar said BJP will not win much seats in the upcoming election considering the discontentment in the aftermath of party ticket announcement. He also compared Congress party to a sinking ship and claimed that NPP will emerge successful in the upcoming election. K. Lovum is short of improving the deplorable road connectivity and other aspects in the constituency and bring love and harmony in the constituency inhabited by various communities.
I do not think it will be a totally peaceful election because there are some underground elements who are running here and there. But hopefully they should not disturb us because our party also have already taken up the matter with the central government and the central government will issue necessary direction to the Assam Rifles, and Assam Rifle will take care of the underground elements. Therefore, I hope there will be peaceful election. But there will be some element who will try to create problem. You have to be always alert.
THANGJAM Assembly constituencies, Laishram Bijoy, who was after Indian National Congress INC ticket, has extended support to BJP candidate MLA Dr. Sapam Ranjan. MLA Dr. Sapam Ranjan accorded warm welcome to the new BJP entrant Laishram Bijoy with part stole during the reception event organized by BJP THANGJAM Mandal today. Ziribam constituency's K. Sarat Kumar, who was after the BJP ticket, said that he will extend his support to the Ziribam BJP candidate N. Buddhachandra in the upcoming election. Speaking to media at his office at Lamlong Market in Ziribam today, Sarat Kumar said he has been sacrificing for BJP. He appealed to his supporters to support N. Buddhachandra for BJP's victory in the election. Taking part in the press meet, N. Buddhachandra thanked K. Sarat Kumar and termed his sacrifice as supreme. Members of BJP's Ziribam Mandal were present on the occasion.
BJP सरकार कोई पाई कर मोहनर को दो मधु एक थांग में ना एक बोले पर वैसी आई मैं अपना नाम तो तालरन से ना करना उम्र तो जी मांग फिलो का नाम तालरन से एक बार ना रख तो करें BJP ने तो बंटी के ना तो बोले बोल आई ये रोई बा रांची के पथार फिर BJP को थारे ना उसके मैं अपन मुंडा तालरन से ना रख तो ऐसे तो मधुवार हो गया सिचुएशन ना कंपेयर तो रोकवा यार तो मतलब नहीं करना है फिर ना तो भी आते ना तो के फिर Nanti jauh, pokoknya hanya ini mereka buat pipi dulu saja. Ayo buat siapa kamu na, ayo lepas menikah lagi, nak kita buat pipi.
New head office of Zeliarong Union Assam Manipur Nagaland at Kakulong Pauna Market was inaugurated today. Speaking at the event, DIG Headquarters Administration Faumai Gonglin said Zeliarong Union formed by elders has benefited the community and a society as a whole. President of ZU AMN Azang Rongmai and others attended the event. Blessing ceremony cum flag hoisting of BJP candidate from 58 Chanpur constituency MLA V. Hankalian was held at his residence in Zenhanglam Kachur Chanpur district. Chief Minister N. Biren, District Minister in charge Vungzagin Valte, core committee members and Hankalian's supporters took part in the event. Chief Minister N. Biren claimed that BJP not only fostered good ties between hills and valley people but navigated the state towards development in last 5 years.
In the last 5 years, Mihad Mipungi, Mishi Minagi, Police Samadi Public and Marakter, Hatabat Hogopagi, Zati and Nigimarta, Pandabat Hogopagi Paulibra, Laiteko. Please note it and take it seriously. Politician Karana, political party Karana, Ekoi community, Ekoi Masil Gimarta, who Kame, Dynam, Adu Kamaka, Ekoi Masil Lushinan, the Mohone, Paitega, Kukiga Gimarta, Kukiga Nagaga Gimarta, Maitega, Pangalga Gimarta, Maitega Kukiga Gimarta, Maitega Gimarta, Lushina the Nogi, Adu Mohoneraga, politics of Yam the
Blessing ceremony cum flag hosting of NCP candidate from Churchandpur constituency, Dr. George T. Haukip, was held at his residence in East Cannon Vang, Tuibong NCP President S. Boyaima, NCP President Secretary K. Gopi Mohan, Women Wing Secretary Romi Laima and party officials took part in the event. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. George T. Haukip assures of facilitating extensive progress in Churchandpur constituency if voted to power. Flag hoisting ceremony of Cycle Assembly constituency NPP candidate Saiko Haukip was held at his residence in Catholic Colony in Mantripukri, Lamlongai today. Saiko Haukip assured that he will extend aid to youths for farmer culture or on uncultivated lands to make them self-reliant. Gracing the event, NPP National Vice President cum Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar expressed firm belief that the young NPP contenders will take major role in new government formation.
cycle ki lamdam se automatic unused lane si yam laibne adubo kungangi ekoi cycle 46 cycle ki kendra da miyam sena establish to ga matam da capital lei tabana maram oraga makoina aduguma pangthok pangam hide lamdi yamna sufficient oina lejai adubo paisa haibe amachange capital haibe amachange thabak haise hariba capital se puthok piga doba mi makoina phangjade hanagi previous MLA singna su adugumba awareness piba all lift over uplift over gi wakan leram daba haitare aduna aina kaigumba isone janbiduna miyam na aibo adugum laba handak se thona du hapiraga elected member bu ohelagadi ai ahan bada focus tagodo base sustainable income se kramai semsra haidi income sustainable development se through pomiculture da startup tawgani haina ai thamjagi.
Look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren appeals for public cooperation to bar Nazi Adolf Hitler type of dictatorial government from coming back to power in Manipur. INC candidate of THANGJAM constituency S. Nakin accuses Minister Thongam Biswajit of vandalizing Congress polling office at Singjamai Wang Matorban, K3 Laikai. BJP workers allegedly make life attempt on Mayang Imphal Assembly constituency NPP candidates team, including his wife. Education Minister S. Rajan all set to file defamation suit against Lamsang Assembly constituency candidate Mani Babu for making unparliamentary remarks and calling him a thief. Amuka President Nandoluang urges local clubs and Myra Paibi groups to play major role in curbing pole-related intoxicants. Manipur adds 110 new COVID-19 cases, 131 recoveries and 3 deaths in the past 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 6.87%. India logs over 50,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 1,36,000 recoveries and 804 deaths in 24 hours. The recovery rate reaches 97.37%. And Manipur's Myra Baluang wins senior men's singles title of 30th Iran Fajr International Challenge. That's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night, stay indoors and stay safe.
Job vacancy. Kurkul Model Standard High School gi ahang bafam khara mensin naba thabak kaujari. Ahang bafam sing adudi nursery rhymes ojagi posani